Great. Morning, Facebook Live. Wow, that light is really strong.
Hey, we made it.
No kidding.
Oh my gosh, we made it happen. I'm just putting my phone in the thing here. Okay, there we go.
It's friggin' freezing, Sean says. Hey, Sean, I'm sure it is. It's really bright here. Let me see if I can move around a little bit so it's not so bright. I'm trying to get my camera so we can do this. And
hey, Libby! Libby! Libby's watching now. She went viral. Hi, Libby. Sorry, that's my friend Libby. I'm pretty excited. She's watching.
Cool.
Yes.
Just trying to get this so that it's not so bright. Even though we're here in California.
And I'm in Vermont. It's -7 here.
Vermont.
So go ahead and smoke your cigar, and I'll just stay warm here in my wool sweater.
Drink my coffee. Yeah, hey, this is Jim Withers from Galt, California. And, oh, you like my jammies? Everybody see my jammies. Great. Yeah, I'm hanging out in the yard today. It's New Year's Day. Hanging out with my friend Trisha. How do you say her last name?
Selbach.
Selbach.
I'm a German.
Got it.
German, yes.
You're German.
Yeah.
So Trisha's a Nazi. We're good with that. Just it's a joke. Come on. So Trisha, I like to call Trisha the fitness and yoga and ketogenic lifestyle badass, because that's how I think she's good. She's strong.
Yes, I do love all of these things. So you were going to ask me a bunch of questions while you're
I am going to ask you some questions, and I got them right here. So, hey, what's your background, Trish, with the ketogenic lifestyle?
When I opened a gym about 7 years ago, and I was searching for a food plan that was like that people could do forever, so they could lose weight and keep it off. But I was really concerned with people maintaining or building muscle and burning fat, because as you know, there's a lot of diets where you can just lose weight. So I actually connected with a doctor who had done a lot of research on the ketogenic diet. She was doing it's sort of a combination between the Mediterranean diet, the ketogenic diet. It's a modified ketogenic diet. I started putting all my clients on that. And the doctor would come in every 6 weeks and test people, and it was unbelievable. The results were incredible. Focus, energy, fat loss, and everyone could stay on it because it wasn't super crazy. It wasn't 80% fat. It was really doable for anybody. So and I've been doing that for about six years.
Yep, and good deal. And when did you get started? Well, you already told me when you got started. Heck. You have any other formal training in the ketogenic lifestyle?
I have a lot of training. Too many dollars have gone to those kinds of things. Well, my doctor friends, Dr. Eagle, really took me under her wing, took me to seminars and workshops, and I learned a lot from her. So, and then I've got all kinds of certifications that, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
My question for you would be, what kind of tips or where people can start that are new, that haven't embraced the ketogenic lifestyle, or they don't know enough about it? Where should they start?
I think people need to start small and reasonable. So some of the things I'm seeing in the ketogenic world now that's become super popular is people are going cray-cray. They're going bananas in their pajamas. So they're doing like super high fat and super low carb and super low protein. And then they feel horrible for like 3 months. we don't have to do that. All the studies have shown that you don't have to be on that strict ketogenic diet. So, I mean, doing simple things like trading out your low-fat foods for higher fat foods, getting rid of processed sugar as much as you can, changing out your oil. So instead of using canola oil, safflower oil, start using avocado oil, ghee, coconut oil. That's going to help people feel better in the long run. So those are some simple things. Taking out the low-fat stuff, adding more fat to your diet, and just getting rid of the processed sugar. That's what I got to say about that.
Hi, Deborah.
Hi, Deborah. Hi. So what else, Jim?
My question to you would be, were you an overnight success in your journey with the ketogenic lifestyle?
No, not at all. I mean, I had done a lot of yo-yo dieting like a lot of people. So I would do something and then I would give up, and I would do something and I would give up, and I would do something and I would give up, and, you know, lose the weight, put it back on, lose the weight, put it back on, until I found this way of eating, which made me feel so much better. So I just kept eating like this. You know, I never wanted to go back. But, you know, it took me probably, I lost 40 pounds, probably took me a year to kind of get all that weight off and feel good. Mm-hmm. And then it probably took me another year of doing strength training to really get into shape, if that's what you mean. Is that what you mean?
That's exactly what I mean, Trish. And so I'm looking at my computer here trying to figure out what I'm going to ask you. What do you feel was the most important first step for you? I can't hear you, Trish.
Sorry.
Can you turn that off? Okay, we back?
Yeah, we're back.
Okay.
We're good, man. I don't know what happened.
That was weird. So a Bluetooth device from upstairs connected to my phone. Sorry about that. Okay, so what else you got for me, Jim?
So when you took your first step, why do you think it was the most important step? Or why is that the most important thing, you think?
I think the crucial moment for me was when I really decided that it was no longer, oh, I'm going to see if this works, or I desperately, whatever. It was like, I'm going to do this. Like, I must do this. Like, it was just a different commitment to myself than all the other times. It just felt different. It was like, it wasn't like, oh, I wonder if this will work, and I'm going to deprive myself and like go jogging. And it was like, I am going to do this, and I am going to find the way. So it was just it was here.
And when did you implement the supplement Keto OS into your regime?
Well, okay, since I knew about ketones.
What difference has that made for you?
Yeah, so I'd known about ketones because I was trying to get people to produce their own ketones in their body for, 6 years. So when I heard that I heard Dr. Dom was making them in the lab, I was like, wow, this is going to be amazing. So when they first came out, they were very hard to digest. People didn't like the taste. They were horrible. So as soon as they became, this was about a year and a half ago, I found some on Instagram. Somebody was selling them. And I said, do they taste terrible? And they're like, no, they're delicious. And I tried them, and within 30 minutes, my brain fog just lifted. And I was like, all right, this is game changing. This is changing the game for me, because now I can help people be on the ketogenic diet, modified ketogenic diet, and make it even easier to comply with it, right? So they suppress your appetite, your cravings are gone, you sleep better. I was like, whoa. So, and I didn't really kind of come out until a year ago. I used them secretly for a while.
Was it because you wanted to make sure the product worked, or?
I did, and I tested them against every other product on the market. and that was it.
What did you find?
I just found that the other ones they didn't have any effect on me. And the Pruvit ones within 30 minutes, I can feel myself get into ketosis. I can feel the brain fog lifting. I can feel like it's a feeling. I'm like, ooh, I'm there. And then my brother tried them, and he lost 35 pounds. So after he got those kind of results, I couldn't stay in the closet anymore.
You make it sound so bad. No.
Well, as a fitness professional, we're very reluctant to, supplements, very suspicious. You want to try them. You want to make sure whatever you're giving your clients, you really believe in. That was my concern. Were these really effective? Were they really helping people? Were they what they said they were? I really wanted to make sure that I was going to be suggesting them to people that I really, truly believed in them. So I took some time to test them on myself and the people I love.
Yeah, testing on everybody that's around you.
That's right.
That's funny. Is there any tools that you can suggest in addition, that if the people wanted to go and look to see, learn about it, what it does?
Okay, I'll give you my top 5.
Okay.
Number 1, the Pruvit Facebook page. That's my fave.
Okay.
Number 2, I would look up Dr. Dominic D'Agostino. I would go to his website and I would listen to his podcasts, especially the ones he does with Joe Rogan. So that's Dr. Dom. Pruvit website, Dr. Dom. I would look at the Keto Diet app. This is a great app that you can look at a meal and it will tell you what to get at the grocery store. So, it gives you a list, you click on the stuff, and then when you go to the grocery store, you have whatever you need to buy. I love that app. I said 5, right?
Well, how many you got?
I got 3. Another great tool I love that I use all the time is an app called Zero. Zero helps with intermittent fasting. So when I wake up in the morning and I have my coffee, I push stop fasting. And then right after I have dinner, like 5 or 6 o'clock at night, I push start fasting. And that helps me stop nibbling. So that's a great tool as well. And then let me think of another one. There's some great books. Who's it got? Rob Wolf. I would check out Rob Wolf. He's also great in the ketogenic space. So there you go. Those are the ones that just came on the top of my head.
You're the best. Yeah. So if let's say somebody's stuck on their weight loss journey or how they're feeling, do you have any suggestions to help them if there's like an extreme case, somebody's like really sick? Is there something that you suggest that they do, like don't eat any carbs or something like that nature? This light here is killing.
Yeah, you're
anyway, go ahead.
Right. I think I'm pretty bright too, because the sun's coming in the window right now. It's selfie.
Well, I bring the sunshine.
I know you do. I would say the first step with anybody taking any kind of journey like this, if you want to be serious about it, is really to go to a doctor and get everything tested. So, find out your small LDL, your large LDL, your blood sugar, all of your health markers, so that when you make changes, whether they're helpful or not, because it just doesn't seem realistic to just throw spaghetti at the wall. So I would say start with, if you have a good doctor who's going to help you with that would be amazing. Cutting out the sugar and the processed carbohydrates is key. I would say if you're going to do one thing, that would be it. Because sugar is it's the killer of all joy.
Well, so I found, and maybe you also, is that when I started drinking the ketones, that I didn't crave the sugar as much. It was easier for me not to. Did you find that to be the case?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it's a totally different world out there when you drink them and then you don't want to eat the stuff. It's not like you have to use willpower, because willpower is never gonna take you to the end of the road. So you really don't want to eat the thing. You don't. And that's the magic of it. You don't want to eat the garbage. And getting out the sugar is the most important thing I think anybody could do for their health, in my opinion.
That's my opinion.
Oh, I like that. We agree.
We do agree. That's crazy. So what do you like best about the supplements the company, the people? What is it that drives you so much? Because you're doing really well, both physically and with your training and with the supplements. You've had a lot of success. What do you like best about all that?
Oh gosh. Oh well, I'll try to keep it brief. I love the community because it's really the first community I've ever been involved with where when they say be yourself, they actually mean it. So I really like the diversity of the company. I love the community support. I mean, hands down, I love that so much. Personally, for me to have a tool that I can give people to help them stop craving sugar and to get them through the hard times when bad things happen in their life and they normally would give up, all they have to do is drink a drink. I mean, Jim, I spent a couple of years developing transformational programs to help people get through those hard times when they're going to give up. And now I don't need them anymore. All they need to do is drink a drink. Like it's really the answer that I can see my clients are succeeding, even if they normally will sabotage themselves. And then for myself, what I found physically for me is that my workouts are so much easier. And I didn't realize that the longer you're in ketosis, the less oxygen you need to perform the same tasks. So I'm 52 and I do Insanity, but I need to put a 20-pound vest on. And I'm crazy. So the workouts are easier. And I feel amazing. So that's like the community and what it does for my clients and what it does for me. Plus I get to meet new cool friends like you.
Yeah, I met Trish in Louisville at the Christmas party. It was very cool. She's something else. Yeah. So, what would you say would be the perfect mindset for a beginner fitness person doing this program? Oh. For somebody new that just started, I know this is a time of year that everybody does their New Year's resolutions, and they're going to get in shape and they're going to change their diet. And so, what, I guess, is the core thing that you would suggest?
Don't try to do everything at once, and don't try to make your goals so crazy. Let's say you want to run a marathon. Okay, that's a great goal. Say I want to run a marathon in a year. Well, then you've got to break that goal into little pieces, or you're going to get 6 months down the line and go, oh, fuck that marathon, right? So you got to be realistic. I'm so into like ridiculous goals, like outrageous goals. They're awesome, but you got to have little goals. So I think, don't try to change everything at once. So what I tell people to do if they're really just starting and they've been on that hamster wheel of starting and stopping is just don't change anything. Just drink ketones. Don't change anything else. Don't try to go to the gym. Not yet. Like, let's do one thing at a time. Let's get you off of sugar without you even trying. Let's get you have more energy, better sleep without you even trying. And then those next steps are going to be so much easier. So I would say if there was one thing I would tell people is don't change anything. Just drink ketones.
If I was watching this, Trish, and didn't know anything about the conversation, my mind right now would be saying, it can't be that easy.
I know, right?
Nothing's that easy. There's no silver bullet ever, right? That's what I thought. But so how would you explain that
I think really,
it's
Jim,
too good to be true. It usually is, right?
I think for you and me, I think really, if you haven't been waiting for exogenous ketones for 6 years to show up and you don't know anything about it, it does sound like it's too good to be true. And that it is like, a miracle pill. And it kind of is. And I think what you just have to do is just drink it and just try it. Because ketones are what our body has. Ketones is what we're supposed to be fueling our body on naturally, but we're in the modern world and there's like pancakes and cookies and like McDonald's everywhere. So it's our natural state. It's our natural fuel, but we just don't access it. And can you go on the ketogenic diet and spend 3 months trying to get into ketosis? Yeah, knock yourself out. But how fun is that going to be? So it does sound crazy. And of course, I have had people say to me, this does sound too easy. It's crazy. And I say, just drink it. And then they come back to me and they're like, oh my God.
Yeah. I guess we could refund their misery. No questions asked.
Yeah, you could. That's a good point.
Oh, let me see. How can people find out more about the conversation, the ketogenic conversation, and you particular, and what we have to offer?
Well, I think they should message you.
No, I understand that.
And the other thing, like I said before, the Pruvit Facebook page is really awesome. You could definitely check out my website. I have a blog. I wrote about the modified ketogenic diet. There's tons of stuff on my website. Just my name, my Facebook page, Jim's Facebook page, anything. We're here to answer their questions, to point you to experts, to help you understand. Really, we want to educate people more than anything else, because I think you and I have a really solid purpose of wanting to get people off of sugar and wanting to help people have better lives. So people are giving you messages, huh?
Yeah, they are. And I'm looking. And so can we take a couple of minutes and maybe if somebody has any questions?
Yes, if anybody has any questions, but then I've got to go to a party.
I know. I'm terrible. I'm taking you away from your
I gotta go.
New Year's Day
Put my
party.
sparkly dress on.
Your sparkly dress.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I got my pajamas on, so.
I know you're going bananas in your pajamas. I love it.
Going banana in my pajamas. Does anybody have any questions, or is everybody just so full of knowledge now because of Trisha's abundant mind?
I like to geek out. What can I say?
Oh.
There's so many interesting things to learn about what ketones do to your body. And I'll just speak to women my age. They really reverse the effects of aging. And they work on a cellular level. They're finding like what happens when you're on ketones for a while to the mitochondria it's pretty crazy stuff. So I encourage everyone to go check out the resources that we've talked about. Don't Google it, because Google's bullshit. I mean, Google's something's bad for you, whatever.
Tell us what you really feel. Don't candy code it at all. Tell us what you're thinking.
I like to keep my opinions to myself, Jim.
Me too. I'm pretty quiet.
You're very quiet. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you drink ketones, does eating or drinking sugar cancel them out? You really have to have a blood ketone monitor, because every single person is different. So even if I drink ketones and Jim drinks ketones, and then we both eat the same bowl of oatmeal, one of us might get kicked out of ketosis and the other one might not. So it really is very individual. We're really a web. Each person is a web. We have different ancestry, just different genes. So definitely it's been shown that drinking ketones helps stabilize your blood sugar. And a lot of people who normally couldn't eat something like cake have been able to. But I think you really it's an individual thing. What do you think about that, Jim? Because do you think
I've had some miraculous things happen to me?
I still eat sugar a little bit.
I eat a lot.
Oh
crap! I shouldn't say that, but I eat more than I should. I had ice cream last night for New Year's Eve.
And you're diabetic.
And I'm diabetic, and I drank a Max, and I haven't yet. But we can't say that.
We can't say that, but you have seen that if you have eaten sugar and supplemented, that your blood sugar is stable. So that's Jim's story. Pretty exciting.
I can drink it though, and I'm great. My skin. The one thing I've noticed big time is my skin's coming back, because I had sores on the backs of my hands from where I was putting my hands in my pockets. My skin was ripping, and it's coming back. And my dad is 74 now, and he had the same problem, and his is getting better too, because of course I'm giving it to them. They're my parents, everybody else, and my wife too. My wife Tammy, my beautiful bride. for those people local know my beautiful bride Tammy and me. But
So sweet.
yeah, and I noticed she's got some. You go to Trish's website. She's got a website or a Facebook page. She's got some transformational pictures. How old was that picture of you that was a little chubby?
A little chubby. That was about 8 years ago, and then I had one, you know, maybe 4 years after that, and then one just a couple months ago, just to show people that when you are I do the modified ketogenic diet. I don't do 80% fat. I do 45% fat. When you are doing the ketogenic diet, your body's producing ketones, and now I'm drinking ketones. It's not hard to keep the weight off because you don't crave food. I mean, come on. The reason we're overweight is because we eat too much and we eat too much junk. Let's just be real. So there really is no magic. The magic is stop stuffing your face. So what tool are you going to use to help you stop overeating? It's easy to overeat. We're programmed to stuff sugar in our face. It's not our fault. But we can do something about it now, right? Yeah,
that's it. That was the biggest thing for me. You know, I knew I was eating candy bars like crazy and cakes, but it was like crack. I had to have it. It was what this has allowed me to do is drink it and get a hand. It hasn't completely left, but it allowed me to get a handhold in the nightmare and to stop eating so much of it, and then putting myself in ketosis with a drink. It's a no-brainer. I'm doing great.
I know your story is really inspiring, and if I didn't have to go to a party, I'd want to get into it. Maybe let's do a Facebook Live where we can do. I'm not craving sugary things anymore. Yes, Claudia, I love that.
Claudia grew up next to me at right in downtown Galt here. Her and her crazy brothers. Yep.
I can't believe you know crazy people, Jim.
No, I'm really quiet and demure.
I know you are.
I have a hard time with that.
I need to come out a little bit more. So I would love to do another live with you where we talk about how your story is really powerful. You had me crying when you were telling me your story. So let's meet up again soon.
Yes, we will. And you have a great party.
Thank you.
And, find you a super strong, hunky man and that meditates and all the things that you have in your little requirements.
Harley biker, meditate.
Harley biker. There you go. Order them up.
Happy New Year, Jim. So glad to do this with you, my new friend. I'll see you in a couple weeks. I'm going to see you in Florida.
Yes, you will.
See you in a couple weeks.
We're going to have a blast.
Oh, it's going to be so fun. Bye,
all right, guys.
I don't know how to get
Cheers.
Up. You're going to have to
charging.
How do I do this? You make it go away.
I'll make it go away.
Okay.